to Question Incense with me, Matt. Okay, well, I've just done the school run, so got a couple of things to do around the house, a bit of pottering, and then I'm off to work. So I thought I'd get a quick review in, and today we're going to be looking at Pure Oudi by Lataffa. Now, wearing this morning, it's a bit of a crisp start to the day, so this was perfect. So here we have Pure Oudi by Lataffa, which you can see hopefully on there. It says Pure Oudi, and also as you can see, I've been wearing this quite a bit, but I'm just trying to hold that up because this is one of the few, or the only fragrance I've actually got that's actually got stuff floating about in it. So yeah, interesting. As always by Lataffa, great presentation, really heavy bottle. It's quite beautiful. Heavy wooden cap there as well. So quite a pretty fragrance. What I'll do is I am wearing it as you would expect, and as par for the course, I shall spray some now. Then we'll have a look at the notes, and then we'll talk a little bit about it, a little bit about its performance, and just give you some of my impressions on it. So really good sprayer, and there you have it. So if we look at the notes to start off with, at the top you have agarwood, oud, cinnamon and nutmeg. Then you have jasmine and sandalwood in the middle, and they kind of hold it. The sandalwood kind of holds the whole thing together. And then in the base you have musk, you have vanilla, you have gaiac wood, you have amber, and you have cedar. Now, what you get from this is a sweet, spicy, woody, quite a complex but very well blended fragrance. It's called Pure Oudi. Now that's slightly misleading because this isn't a particularly oudi fragrance at all. So if you're a little scared of, you know, barnyard or animalic or even fecal or medicinal smelling ouds, none of that applies here. What you have here is a warm, sweet, little hint of oud maybe. For example, I also have, which I've done a review on, of Oud Mood. That's far more oudi than this one is. This is a spicy, woody, oriental fragrance that's just lovely and warm and comforting. This is kind of like a big jumper that you really, really like. It gives you a nice warm hug. It's beautiful. I'm just trying to decipher what these things are. Now, I've been wondering about, I thought for a long time it was cinnamon. Now there is cinnamon in this, but it's not. I mean, the thing is, when you're cooking, if you leave a cinnamon stick in something, it slowly becomes more and more and more powerful. But this doesn't. This hasn't changed in smell since I've had it. I've had this quite a long time, as you can see. There's a lot of juice gone on it. So I've been wearing this a lot, and its smell hasn't changed. So I don't know what that is. I mean, maybe it's just a gimmick, or I'm not sure. It could even be some chips of agarwood. I'm not entirely sure because it doesn't look like cinnamon, but I've always assumed it was, but maybe it isn't. Maybe it is little chips of agarwood. Who knows? So with this, it's also, oh, by the way, this is also known as Calice Oud as well. So I don't know whether that's because it's when it's marketed in different countries, it goes under a different name or something like that. I don't know. But in the UK and I think in the States, it will be Lataffa's Pure Oudi. And as I say, it's got that written on the bottle. So basically, when you spray this, you'll get a cacophony of spices kind of leaping out at you, but they're not overly dominant. Nothing's too strong. It's all very sweet. It's all quite, I don't know, it's very well blended. It's incredibly cheap. I think I paid £13 for that, which is kind of unbelievable. You'd think it would cost a lot more, and it certainly smells like it costs a lot more. It's got it's got quite a presence. It's certainly, I like wearing this in sort of like a formal setting, or I'll tell you when this is perfect for me is if we've been out with a family and we go for a walk and then we go to a pub for lunch, or you know, a nice cold bracing walk followed by a nice pub lunch or a couple of pints in the afternoon. Perfect, absolutely perfect. It's good to, you could wear it for work, you can wear it around the house, you can wear it in a formal setting, you can wear it in an informal setting. But I think this is for me, this is a crisp, cold walk wearing this, because it's quite a warming, ambery fragrance. It's It's really, really nice. It doesn't, it's not overpowering. It doesn't project massively. For the first hour, it kind of does sort of let you know it's there. It's not overly dominant. It doesn't chuck itself out too far. You're not going to be sort of choking anybody out with it at all. It's the sillage is okay. Projection and sillage with this are kind of very much in the same ballpark. It's there, and you'll notice it for the first hour or so, and then it becomes quite soft. I mean, even when it's at its most projecting, it's still the projection's still quite soft. It's an easy fragrance to live with, and it's completely inoffensive. There is, as I say, a very spicy opening, but it's always warm and it's always sweet. Then you kind of get like, I wouldn't say floral notes. I mean, jasmine's in it, but I don't really pick up, it's not overly floral or anything like that. If anything, it sort of reminds me a little bit of dates, sort of dried fruit, not in a Christmas cake way. It doesn't become like a gourmand or anything like that. It's just a sweet with a hint of kind of like a dried fruit note in it, and I would say possibly apricot or possibly date. I'm not entirely sure. Musk is there, the vanilla's there, but this is all built on that base of that sandalwood in the mid. The sandalwood gives it a creaminess with the amber and with the cedar. The cedar comes into play in the dry down, and the amber gives it warmth. It's really, really nice. It's not going to set the world on fire. It's not overly exciting. It's a comforting fragrance, one for you and for people that are very close to you. So I think in terms of performance, it's a really strong, in terms of longevity anyway. It lasts and lasts and lasts. I get a good 8 to 10 hours with this. So it makes it perfect for an evening. And you know, I mean, you could wear it all day if you wanted. You could wear it out. I think it's one for winter if you're going to wear it to work, because I think this really appreciates the cold weather, and it seems to do really well in the air with the cold. With the heat, if you're going to wear this in a hot environment, I'm sure you can, just don't overspray it, because it is quite a warm scent. So even if, you know, you don't want to be in a situation where you've oversprayed it and it's hot, because it will just feel very, very warm, very, very warm, and it's not refreshing at all. It's a comforting fragrance. So for me, it's certainly one for the cold, completely unisex. Anyone can wear this, any age. It's a nice one to have. It's good to have in your rotation. I like it, as I say, in the winter when I don't know what to wear. You know, this is such an easy reach, because you know it's not going to upset anyone. It's just a comforting, warm fragrance, and it's really, really cheap. I don't know what the prices are like in the States for it, but I think it originally comes from the UAE, like all the Lataffa fragrances, so I'm assuming it's worldwide. A really good investment if you're ever struggling, you know, oh, I don't know what to wear. Bam, there's your answer. Easy peasy, no worries whatsoever. Really, really good fragrance, good performer. Not mind-blowing, not the most exciting fragrance I've got, but certainly a real workhorse and one for the winter. So listen, sorry guys, got lots of pottering to do. I've got a list of jobs about this long to get through, so I'm going to try and get through them today as well. So listen, thank you very much for your time. We've got a few more from the zoologist range to get reviewed, so they'll be coming up quite shortly. So keep your eyes peeled for them, and we will see you on the next video. Many thanks. Bye!